I'm Shane Ernest. I'm the author of Black Baseball in Alabama, Rough Diamonds of Dixie. I'm also the author of the Montgomery Baseball blog, and today I want to talk to you guys a little about some of the tools of the trade. Back in the day, when baseball was first beginning in Alabama, the equipment was much different than what we see today. The original baseball, before the Civil War, would have been something like this: a tanned leather orb, smaller in size, that's sewn together in an X. Very easily to make. It's stuffed with rags. It's quite soft, a lot softer than modern baseball, if anyone's ever held one of the modern baseballs. And it's kind of about the same size. This is a modern baseball comparison. So this was a pre-Civil War era type item that could be made anywhere. Anybody could make these. They weren't officially put together except for each game, and that's why you only had one or two per game. You lose them, you're out of luck. But following the Civil War, when the African American group started seeing baseball, experiencing baseball firsthand, playing baseball firsthand, what we saw in the late 1860s was a larger baseball. Everybody used this: white teams, black teams, kids, everybody. It also had what was called the lemon peel seam. It's a square, it's an X sewn together, and also still it's a little larger. It's still pretty soft, and boy, once you play with it a little while, you guys start whacking this around through the fields, it loses shape. It becomes an odd size, and of course at this era, pitching underhand was the only way to go. That's all that was allowed. So eventually, this baseball gave way to this baseball, which is more of a late 1860s, early 1870s. It still has the lemon peel X on the seams that doesn't go all the way around. It's made out of one piece of leather. A little harder. It's still soft on the outside, but whatever's on the inside that forms the pill of cork and rubber is definitely firm. You can feel it through there. And so as black players started learning the game, this would have been the ball that they used. And a lot of people, black and white, their first game experience, they learned the game of baseball playing their first game. They didn't get a chance much to see baseball. They heard somebody say, you want to come with us to play baseball? And they say yes. And then they say, here you are, you're an outfielder. And hit this at them. And the things that they used were a little different. This is a bat from the era, a replica bat, and it's quite large. It's made from a whole billet. A billet is a piece of wood that was originally used as a wagon stake, a spoke in the wheels of the wagon. You can see on the end, it's flush on both ends because it's just a whole billet. The handle is usually very crudely worn down. There's not much of a knob. There was no need for a knob. They were quite large, and it was considered more manly to use a larger bat, which of course we know now that bat speed is everything, and a smaller bat sometimes is a key to a better hitter. But back then, you want to wallop these soft melon baseballs with a big club like this. And in comparison, this is a modern bat that I have that's very similar, but I'll put them both on the ground at the same height. You can see they're a good bit different where they've been turned. The handle is much thinner now. It's just a really different piece of equipment. And of course, gloves. Nobody used gloves. You wouldn't use gloves. Gloves didn't come around until the 1890s. Way later, 1880s, late 1880s, early 1890s. Nobody used a glove. We didn't even have catcher's masks. Are you kidding me? Finally, when somebody said, well, I can put a waste paper basket over my head, I can catch closer, they made the news. They were big news. You're the best catcher in the state. Congratulations. And that was a black team that was the first one to utilize that equipment in the state of Alabama. And people couldn't believe it. Wow, look at this guy catch. He's standing right up under the batter. It's because he had his mask on. And when guys are swinging this big club at you, you kind of need a little extra protection. So that's the kind of thing we cover in Black Baseball in Alabama. We go over the equipment, where you can get it, where folks got their equipment, whether they learned on the fly or had coaching. It's fascinating stuff. I had no idea when I began looking into black baseball, how deep it was, how advanced baseball was, even in the 1800s. As soon as we figured out that these big wagon clubs and soft baseballs weren't really getting it done, these guys made a lot of changes. I hope you'll be interested in that. My name is Shane Ernest.